Hello everybody, and welcome to another SevOne training video. In this video, we'll be discussing a new SevOne feature known as metadata. Metadata will give you the ability to group and organize devices in custom ways that you could not do before using things like latitude, longitude, MAC address, and text fields. The greatest benefit of the addition of metadata to SevOne is its ability to reduce mean time to repair. Instead of having to jump from SevOne to an inventory management tool to identify the owner of a device or where it's located or what rack it's on, it will all be included inside the SevOne platform. It will save you that valuable time when troubleshooting an issue and help you fix the issue quicker. So let's go ahead and start showing how metadata works inside SevOne. So to get to metadata, what you're going to do, you're going to go up to Administration and then down to Metadata Schema. Now, inside Metadata Schema here, you'll see a lot of information. So let's start at the very top. You'll see that there are bolded titles, things like SevOne, Device Info, VES. These are known as namespaces. And what they are is they are more or less grouping tools for your metadata itself. You can create as many namespaces as you'd like, and it helps you organize different types of metadata inside the SevOne platform. So what I will do is I'll actually go up into our Attributes tab here on the left, and it brings up Add a Metadata Attribute. As I had mentioned, namespaces are the titles for metadata inside the system. And if you hit the drop-down menu, you can see all of the current types of namespaces. You'll see the ones that we've created, as well as device info and object info that may have come in automatically. On the right-hand side, we have the wrench icon. And what you're able to do here is you're able to add new namespaces if they don't already exist inside the system. It's simple as just clicking Add, give it any name you'd like, and then hit Save, and they will appear inside this metadata schema. Begin adding metadata attribute types and names to each one of those titles. Underneath namespace, you'll see Target. The new metadata feature allows you to not just target devices or objects inside the system, but groups of devices and groups of objects. So if you wanted to create an attribute that maybe was the name Cisco or to apply to all Cisco devices, you would apply that to a device group, a Cisco device group. And then that way, instead of having to do each device individually for metadata, you can apply them to groups. And it just makes it that much easier to apply metadata to certain types of devices. Underneath Target is Type. Now, type are those things I had mentioned at the beginning, things like latitude and longitude, MAC address, and text fields. These are the actual metadata types that you'll be adding to specific devices that will help you to reduce that mean time to repair. So for example, we have a date and time. Now this one is particularly crucial when integrating with an inventory management tool. You can see the last time a device may have been synced with the inventory management system. So for instance, if there was a drop-off in polling for a specific device, and the last time that device was seen in your inventory management system was 2 months ago, then you can assume that that device may have been decommissioned or taken out of the rack. So it's just another easy way to help you reduce the effort put into resolving issues. SevOne will help you with that mean time to repair. We also have a lot of other useful things like latitude and longitude, which will give you the physical location of a specific device. A lot of times you may not know where that is if you are a larger corporation or even a smaller corporation. This way you'll know exactly where the device sits, and then if you need to send somebody out to fix it, it's easily determined without having to open another tool or management system. A MAC address, another item that can be used for inventory management system. So next we have text field. It could be anything that you'd like. It's very custom, something like an operating system or site contact, which is particularly useful if you know a certain device belongs to John Smith or a certain device belongs, a contact phone number or the operating system or the serial number. So you can use it for lots of different ways to manage your inventory as well as get it to somebody to repair it or fix it if an issue occurs without having to open up some other product. Now, one of the things that I did not mention in the beginning is that metadata does come in both manually and automatically. So you'll see, for instance, these gray fields here is metadata that came in automatically when the device was discovered inside SevOne. You can add these metadata fields both manually or use the ones that come in automatically from the device as it's being discovered. It's entirely up to you, and you can use it any way you find fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a report showing you ways that you may be wanting to use this metadata very briefly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up to our report tool here and into our create report. I'm just going to show you some very basic features of metadata in reports that you can use to help you solve problems in the future. So inside our reporting tool here, you'll see we have our usual top-end performance metrics, group metrics, flow, Falcon, alerts, and status maps. But if you go to the second page, you'll see that we have a metadata feature. So if we go ahead and click metadata, it's going to automatically open up our resources tab. Now I'm going to select a specific device inside our SevOne system here, our primary firewall. And I'm going to have it shown as a table and this. So you'll see that this shows all of the metadata that's associated with this specific firewall. You'll see the system's contact, the description, the location, the system name, the object ID, the Verizon wireless area, and for instance, something that I added manually was the device info. These things had come in automatically with the device itself during the automatic discovery. This one I added myself so that if I'm looking for specific information, hey, this device went down, who do I contact? It goes to John Smith. And you can very easily get a hold of him if you provide his email address or his phone number like we did up here. So just another very easy way to help you keep track of all your devices inside SevOne. Now this is just the data portion. So if I were to run a report to show you how metadata can be used in a reporting function. So I'm going to go ahead and add a report here. Select the top end report, and I'm going to select two specific devices, our primary firewall and our border firewall. Go ahead and create the report. I will run it for, just for sake of argument, we will do 7 days. Our most utilized interfaces. And let's run it as a table. So by default, SevOne uses these columns on the right-hand side. So if you want to run a report and you want to specifically see who's in charge of a device, or just of all the time you want to have these in all devices, you have all these things on the left-hand side that are available. You'll see that under devices and device info, these are all of the metadata fields that are currently provided inside SevOne to help you run reports and graphs to help you reduce that mean time to repair. So for instance, I'm going to select site contact. I want to add that to this specific report. And I'm going to run this report with that metadata field added. Let's go ahead and select finish. For our top-end reports, you'll see that we only currently have 2 utilized interfaces on either one of these firewalls. But what you will see, if I expand this report here, you can see that all of the normal reporting tools do come in with SevOne, things like the indicator type, where it's coming, and the total utilization. But we also have the site contact. So if, for instance, this were 98% over the past 7 days, and that's a major problem, that's something that doesn't usually happen, you can see who specifically that device belongs to, and he can go ahead and fix that. So those are just a couple basic ways that you can use metadata inside the SevOne system. Now obviously I haven't covered everything or covered a lot, but I really just want to show you how those metadata fields inside the metadata schema can be applied to things like reports and how they can be used for you to help reduce that mean time to repair. Thank you for watching this SevOne video. Hopefully it was helpful. Have a great day.